Welcome to the Konsider Show, exclusive interviews with entrepreneurs in cannabis and non-related cannabis industries that explores minds of those that are expressing their realities on common social problems and business opportunities that they have experienced in life, offering solutions to those that tune in to what is being said, that they are helping others guide themselves by sharing. The power is within. So sit back and relax and listen. It is in the process, not the event. Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again, here with you with the Konsider Show. Another great podcast interview, exclusive with my brother, Dave Glaser. How you doing today? How's it going for you?
Things are good. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Oh, appreciate this, brother. I mean, the great opportunity to really sit you down a little bit more and kind of pick some more of your brain. And basically what I wanted to kind of give people an eye-opener to, just in the local area, what Colorado actually has to offer, especially when you're talking professional, fitness professionals as well as experts around here, because we know that Colorado is considered one of the healthiest states in the country. So you're part of that statistic far as helping out or adding to that value. So I just wanted to pick your brain and see what was going on. I'd like to introduce yourself and who you are and what you're about.
Hey, thanks, Rue. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Colorado fitness community is impactful. One of the healthiest states around. My name is Dave Glaser. I've been a personal trainer for about 4.5 years. Serving women 25 to 40 years old who want to begin a resistance training program safely, in person and online.
Awesome.
And beyond that passion, my career has grown into training other trainers to live their life of significance by gaining time and money from their businesses.
That is so awesome, brother. And you remind me a little bit of what you actually been doing with your mentorship program and some other elements as far as the marketing aspect of it. I've been noticing you're kind of reminding me of a group I used to affiliate with out in Washington, the Glaser, or where the Dan Kennedy Glaser group I used to be affiliated with, and they was really about marketing, connecting with each other, networking. It was awesome. So what has influenced you to become a fitness professional as well as an entrepreneur too? Because you definitely making some things happen.
Well, you know what? I've always been active, growing up as a kid and then as an adult. And in the hotel and restaurant industry, that's where I got my start as a manager. And when the bottom fell out in about 2008, 2009, I decided to go back and get my 4-year degree. But for what degree I would go back to. And it just so happens that I lived with a guy, and his twin brother was a strength coach at a university.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he wrote us a program. Our strength and our bench and our squat went up dramatically. And I thought, well, if there's a science behind this, let's go learn about that.
For sure.
And then it took me about 9 months to get comfortable with having a certification and graduating college and really determining what I wanted to do with my life. And then I found my first client. We would meet up in local gyms and train her once or twice a week, and then we got kicked out. It just so happens that because I got kicked out of those gyms, I was forced to go find something a little bit more private.
For sure.
Like a small studio space to run my business out of. And about 3.5 years later, building my business, I opened my own studio, and it's rocking, it's going strong, and now we have 2 trainers and an intern working with us.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. So, and how do you, how do you take the time to balance your personal life, as far as separating this? Because I know you're a family man, you know what I'm saying? And how are you balancing those mediums within your profession?
That's a great question, Brew. In the beginning, I didn't necessarily set boundaries about when I wanted to work with clients.
Okay.
So I've taken a live work balance strategy, and I've passed it forward to the trainers that I train. I don't want to work evenings, so I actually cut my schedule off with clients at noon.
Okay.
Monday through Friday, so that I can spend that time with my 15-year-old daughter.
That's right.
And grow personal relationships outside of the gym. So if I'm working 8 a.m. to noon 4 to 5 days a week as a personal trainer, I'm building a business that has a goal of doing $200,000 in revenue next year. I think that's a pretty good balance between work and life.
No, and that's definitely you're a great example. I mean, you're definitely proof of that, especially in my life, far as an example that I know directly when it comes to personal training or fitness, the industry that I'm kind of involved in. How much time have you devoted to unprofitable efforts, which you might can use for better advantages? If that makes sense. And in other words, how are you utilizing, you know how certain things can kind of be bugaboos, if that, takers, extractors of certain things you need to be taken care of, in other words, or the vice versa?
That's a great question, Drew. And in my additional time freedom that I've gained from my personal training business, I spend time with other personal trainers, getting their foot in the door by coaching and developing interns from Metro State University and PTI, and that is on a non-profit basis.
Okay.
Donate my time and my resources and my energy to helping those trainers who have the question, how do I begin my business?
Yes, sir. Big one. That's a big one too. Especially when you got 95% don't, due to lack of cash, due to actually starting, due to actually how they're marketing, and we'll get more deeper into that, because I know you're definitely a great resource for some of the elements we talk about within the fitness industry, because it is when you're talking $30,000 to $40,000 salary per se average, but then at the same time you're above average. Also, I have seen you train with other forms of training besides Jiu-Jitsu. How are these other forms of training contribute to the benefit of performance in your physical health? Because I know you just said earlier that you was, getting your bench up and some of those other elements. How is that working within that? How's your Jiu-Jitsu coming along? I know that's one of the...
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu has become a great passion of mine over the last year. About a year ago this week, I joined the local Jiu-Jitsu gym, Colorado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, their West location, and the sport has humbled me in every single way. Between flexibility, balance of life, competition.
That's
because
right.
as a 37-year-old adult, there's very, very few things out there that have that level of competition.
Sure.
And continuously stress my strength, stress my mental capacity, stress my physical capacity, and then also challenge me on my discipline, building amazing habits into my lifestyle by the nutrition choices that I make, so that I can fuel for performance on the mat.
Great point. Yeah.
I combine 4 to 5 days a week of jiu-jitsu with 3 days a week of strength training.
Well, that's on point right there. Yeah, that kind of remind me of some of the things I've been kind of contributing more, adding more long distance running. I do a lot of HIIT training specifically, but I have been adding a lot more, long distance training, triathlon athlete type exercises and whatnot added in the regimen. So what has been one of the biggest mistakes you made getting started with this, your fitness career as well as your entrepreneurship element?
I think that in the early going of my career, ignoring personal and professional development strategies and resources was the biggest mistake that I made. Bob Sugar says your business will only grow as much as you do.
Yeah.
And I take that to heart because in the last year I've chosen to read 16 to 20 books on personal and professional development.
Sure.
So that I can leave a legacy in fitness and nutrition by providing simple solutions to personal trainers who want to build a business, master online training, and eventually open their own studio.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, and it's been cool because I actually a witness to your evolution too, or your advancements, and kind of seeing that and kind of appreciating what you're doing and how you're giving back too, and worldwide. That's what's so cool about, your programs, your services provide online as well as, live, up front. What have you learned from this experience, though? I know you kind of mentioned a little bit as far as you ignored a few of the, getting yourself out there part of, and you mentioned Bob Sugar. That was a great, I'm very familiar with his information and what he provides as well. But yeah, what have you learned from that mistake? How have you adjusted or positioned yourself?
By making that one choice of reading books like The Big Leap and reading books like Give and Take, you brought up takers earlier. How do I give and give and give to the point of not being taken advantage of by clients and family members and the community at large, but also how do I keep in mind that we're in a service-based industry that trades time for dollars, and how do I present myself in a way that I'm not just grabbing the cash and running?
Sure.
I always have to preach to my trainers and clients, we are in a serve, don't sell role as independent personal trainers. And if we always keep service first and foremost in our mind, then we will accomplish all of our goals. As Zig Ziglar was saying, if you help enough people reach their goals, you will definitely reach yours.
Oh, for sure.
And training other trainers to think that way, to provide the service as opposed to a sales environment. I take the personal and professional development resources I've found that have helped me so much, and I apply it to a personal training business in a serve, don't sell kind of way.
Yeah, that's on point. Great analogy, great approach too. I mean, how you're looking at it, because it is about influencing or inspiring other people, because that actually shows you where you're at in your, mental, your consciousness, and that's what's so good about it, because it definitely make sure that you're a great example to follow too. You know where I'm coming from on that?
Of course.
So where are you finding these resources? Where are you getting, the internet is part of it, but who's some of the mentors? Who's some of the magazines, the blogs, etc. You're finding in the fitness industry as well as personal development. You mentioned a few titles, The Big Leap, Give and Take, Bob Sugars. What's some of the other resources you kind of been following? Some blogs, yada yada yada.
The NSCA has an incredible blog as far as a resource for professional development, that when I see an important article come across their email thread or their Twitter feed or their Facebook account, I'll share it with my personal trainers that I coach so that they can head straight to the source that those experts So that's one area. But then, when you're following an NSCA on Twitter, you might get exposed to NASM and ACSM. But the two individuals that are great to follow on Twitter are John Gordon. He's a tremendous author on devoting your focus and your energy to one thing. So he wrote a book called The Energy Bus. He's written a book called You Win in the Locker Room First.
Cool.
And then John Maxwell.
Yeah.
He's an influencer and he's a leader in the industry of professional development, and he is a leadership expert.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why I like to follow them on Twitter is they're one-liners, they're quotes, 140 characters or less.
Sure.
Are really impactful on a daily basis. Just keeping in mind that we really, truly are leaders as personal trainers.
For sure.
And if we take John Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership and we apply it to a personal trainer's business and their daily method of operations, we need to present ourselves as personal trainers to earn the position level of leadership. That's with gaining certification, that's with getting a 4-year degree, putting a little bit of experience under our belt. And then in our serve don't sell atmosphere during our presentation, we have to actually ask the client for their permission to lead them on this journey.
Okay.
That would be your level
Great
2
point.
leadership
Great
applied
point.
to a personal trainer's business. And then finally, the third and most important step in the levels of leadership is production. How do we help our clients get to their goals, their results, their desired results as quickly as we possibly can?
Yes.
And if we do that, if we reach level 3 leadership according to John Maxwell, then we can eventually get to level 4, which is development. And this is a key component to my coaching philosophy of personal trainers and of my clients. If we can eventually get all of those types of people to graduate from my program, then we've accomplished our level 4 leadership of people development.
Sure. That's powerful. Definitely powerful. And John Maxwell's an awesome resource. I mean, I met him. Well, I didn't meet him physically, but I seen him live before, and and read a lot of his works as well. And he's definitely the go-to when you're talking like leadership and and a few other different titles. He's really kind of cultivated. I mean, motivation. I mean, he kind of took that over after Zig Ziglar kind of got away from us. But far as new material and whatnot, I would throw that out there. But what is your definition of success?
Well, my definition of success actually has a component of failure involved. And Franklin, Thomas Edison, let's talk about Thomas Edison. He said, I failed my way to success. And what he meant by that is he made about 9,999 different versions of the light bulb before he actually produced one that worked on the 10,000th try. So if I, in my business, 95% of the time, write amazing programs and coach my clients to get to their results, but the other 5% of the time I might fail, well, I've learned something more from the 5% than I ever did from the 95%.
For sure.
And if we just gave up after we found that 5% of failure, then there's no success whatsoever.
I agree with that 1,000,000%.
And that's my definition of success, is never giving up in spite of those failures.
That's awesome. So, what do you think is the most important quality or attribute that you have contribute to your success? That has contributed to your success?
a humbleness that comes with coaching somebody to get outside of their comfort zone in a way that doesn't sound like you're commanding them to do so. So if I'm humble enough to give a suggestive demand to my clients, and you can phrase it something like, I would encourage you to change your lifestyle from 50%, like a 50-50 methodology. 50% of the time I'm going to be 100% committed to my goals. 50% of the time I'm going to go out and I'm going to party and I'm going to live the life that I want. Well, I would strongly encourage you to switch your lifestyle choices to about an 80-20. So the humbleness leads to having an attitude or the attitude that contributes is being a servant leader.
Sure.
These clients who come to me may not even believe that they can get to their goals.
For sure.
But if I'm a servant leader, I'm going to serve them to the best of my ability for every 12-week program that they sign up for. And I'm going to lead them to the destination through the journey that they chose to spend with me.
Sure. And I would like to add to that the quality or the attribute too, because one of the things, having the experience actually sitting down with you and kind of filling you out per se, if that might be the wrong term, but my point is you're definitely inspiring. You're definitely, your characteristics are, you're open. I mean, you're open and it's like you're very likable. You know what I'm saying? You're very likable. You know what I mean, I don't have the phrase or the term, but you're definitely transparent. Let me say it like that, transparent. That's what I definitely really enjoy, even conversating with you, because we definitely have the influence, the inspiration is there for me, because I know you're reaching for higher. You know, your goals are super high, kind of like how I put my goals, and you're setting these, opportunities up to be successful, even though we fail some cases, but we definitely keep it pushing or keep it moving, So I respect you highly with your work ethic. What are some of your go-to tools, to keeping you so organized? Because like I said, I know you're balancing the family life, then you're balancing, your fitness professional aspect, career, your entrepreneurship, and no telling what else is going on in there. So what are some of the tools or your go-to tools to keep you so organized?
That's a fantastic question, because you're right, Drew. We have about 4 different verticals within the business that I tend to focus on a weekly basis. And the first vertical there is in-person personal training. The second is online personal training. The third is nutrition, coaching via meal prep services, or a meal prep virtual workshop. And then finally, working with personal trainers to develop their same, adopting my duplicatable model in order to implement those simple solutions into their business. So I divide my time not equally between the 4, because some of them are on autopilot right now.
Sure.
Everything is automated there, so discovering an automated system, you take the responsibility of getting your clients signed up on a program. How can I do that for the very last time? And that's a question that I ask myself almost weekly. How can I do this task for the very last time? So we've implemented those automated systems in the meal prep workshop. You can find that at learntomealprep.com as an example of how to focus so entirely on one thing until you take it off your plate and it becomes automated after that.
Understood. That's a great concept. I haven't even heard it. Don't take me wrong, and I follow a lot of John Goodman, Barrows, and a few Ryan, I can't even pronounce his name, fitness marketers, and it's I haven't heard it approached just kind of what you said. It just now it makes the aha moment just happen to me, brother. Thank you for that.
Right. But I do wanna clarify just a little bit. I'm not always working on all four things.
Okay,
I'm
understood.
focusing on one thing and one thing only until that task is done. And that's how the meal prep virtual workshop was able to become automated. Because for an entire week period, I focused on the weekends of how do I create my meal prep system. And then I filmed it. And then I wrote down the system.
Okay.
I focused on it for a month until I got it right. And now I'm able to deliver that to my clients and people across the world so that they can save time and money by preparing their meals ahead of their work week.
Sure.
But if I had been distracted by, say, like, football on a Sunday when I'm trying to meal prep, well, then my system goes out the window because I'm focusing on two things instead of that one thing in my life.
Got you.
And the book I'd really like to recommend is Collins, and it is called The One Thing.
One Thing, yeah, great book. Ooh. Powerful, that is powerful right there. Keller Williams. So what makes Dave Glaser unique from other fitness practitioners, instructors, etc.?
The systems that I've implemented in my business to give myself time freedom and financial freedom so that I can live my life of significance, leaving a legacy of fitness and nutrition for systems-based coaching of clients and personal trainers alike, leaving no detail unturned in order to get those specific people to reach their goals as quickly and as cost efficiently as they possibly can.
No doubt.
And what makes us truly unique at Fit Life Champions is our coaching style. Our coaching style is to empower women to show up stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Great. That's
And if we were to ignore that emotional component, which is a great response to exercise, hormones increased, stress leveled out, body composition changes, confidence improved. If we were to ignore the emotional component, we wouldn't be half the coaches that we are today.
Agree. Yeah. So what is your biggest word of advice to other fitness enthusiasts or fitness professionals, literally who's specify in personal training, not even just personal training, but in life? What would be something you would, the biggest advice?
And summed up in one word,
I know. No way it could be done in that capacity. I mean, we don't even have the time for that. But at the same, if you can find the one word or the one thing.
right, I would say a relentless pursuit of your purpose.
Nice.
I want to tell a little story about why I say that actually.
Go ahead. It's all good.
This gets me back to the original reason why I got into personal training in the first place, which was to impact as many lives as I possibly could through fitness. And a woman comes to me about 6 months ago, and her number one goal was to get off of blood pressure medication and to feel more confident in herself and to show up on stage as a nationally recognized speaker to the best of her ability. So about 5.5 months later, we're seeing a lot of non-scale victories. We have clothes that are fitting better. We have more blood pressure medication. Everything is leveled out as far as her doctor is concerned. She feels better. She's able to stand up to those challenging moments in her professional life and her personal life with 3 kids and a husband and a household to run. And she tells me that, Dave, not only did you save my life, but my oldest daughter's down 45 pounds since I began training with you.
Oh, wow. That is powerful right there.
And I haven't even trained the daughter. I don't have to. And this the people development level of leadership we were talking about earlier, like, we've changed her lifestyle choices so much that the 3 other people that are still remaining living in her household are impacted by the service and by the methodology and by the systems and by the philosophies that the coach, the head of the household to. And then a week and a half goes by, and I reflect on that as being the original purpose of why I got into the business in the first place. And then she tells me, well, actually, she brought her youngest daughter to her session this past Saturday.
Okay.
And Lexi's sitting there on the bench, and she's checking out her phone, she's listening to music, and I start chatting her up, and her mom asks her, how many pant sizes are you down since 6 months ago? Since I started training with Dave. And this is a different daughter. He says she's down 6 pant sizes.
Wow.
In 6 months. Because her mom decided to get outside of her comfort zone, make a change in her life, and work as hard as she possibly could in order to reach those top 3 goals that she had.
That is powerful. Super powerful. And that kind of brings me...
that purpose, even just for a second, then it's all kind of a moot point.
Sure. Clarity, huh?
Why are we here? Why did we choose to impact lives through fitness industry?
Sure. Especially how it's we starting to see more, kind of like precision nutrition, more quality. I'm just showing more quality professionals really who are really starting to really truly shine. That's one of the things I have been noticing about the fitness industry. Like some of the real shining or the real players are really starting to express or really bubble up, and people are starting to identify that. And that brings me to the next question. How effective are you with manifesting your goals or your outcomes? Are there any tips you can share with the readers or the listeners? I know you've been dropping some jewels throughout this interview already, but what are some of the goals, like in the next 6 months per se, you have right now that's actually been one of that pinpointer, okay, this is what I need to be focusing on or tuning into?
That's right. Oh, that's awesome. We met as a team last Thursday, the 2 trainers, and unfortunately the intern wasn't able to get there, but the 2 trainers that work with me in person, we sat down and we set goals, and we shared the core values of what Fit Life Champions is all about, to develop a stronger relationship and to move every single player on the field closer to the end zone. I can't reach my goals without Mackenzie and Jess being there in person with me, giving the highest level of quality service to my clients, to our clients, excuse me. And our goal is to find 40 new in-person clients by the end of January.
Okay.
And between the 4 of us, that's pretty doable. But if I didn't set that goal, say it out loud, write it down, and tell somebody else about it, then we would never get there.
I agree. It's got to be definitely.
I have goals close to my chest, and I don't tell Mackenzie and Jess and Dana what they are, and none of us are going to actually reach for it. And if we find those 40 clients by the end of January, that's 3.5 months away, then we will get to our overall goal of doing $200,000 in revenue in 2018.
Wow. That's pretty powerful, especially with a small crew. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that, like I said, there's a lot of crews out there that's not even, 100,000.
Right.
But
if in the 3rd year of my business I was able to do $62,000 in revenue by myself, and in the 4th year of business I was able to do $72,000 by myself, well then we can easily duplicate that model with 2 or 3 more people and quite easily get to $200,000 in revenue, because the more hands we have on deck, the easier it is to carry that load.
Big time, big time. That makes sense. That makes sense. That balance.
When we didn't mean to interrupt you there. When we sat down and we talked about what our goals were for 40 new people, well, we're implementing a brand new opportunity for other people out there to become involved with FitLife Champions. This is an exciting new program that I'm rolling out this coming week, and we're bringing on brand ambassadors for the FitLife Champions.
Okay.
Fitness business, and these brand ambassadors are people like yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Who want to go out in the community and impact people's lives by sharing the benefits of fitness and nutrition. And these brand ambassadors, they're all in with the FitLife Champions nutrition and fitness philosophy, balanced lifestyle, and they're basically getting rewarded for referrals.
Big time. Okay.
System that helps us track who's sending us business.
Good model. Good model. Good goal too. That 40 is definitely something. Looking forward to that, just to see how that pan out. I know it's going to be successful. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting just, being able to sit down with you, because you remind me of the group I used to be involved in. And, it's one, don't take me wrong, it was a big group, but at the same time, you're giving me a lot, giving the listeners and the readers a lot of information, to really think about what's actually conspiring here, because you're impacting by servicing. And that's definitely, you can hear that in your voice, conveying that in your voice. If someone wants to know how to contact you or your services, where do they go?
That's awesome. I believe that there are two types of people out there that I'd love to connect with. The first person is a personal trainer who wants to build a business, master online training, and eventually open their own studio. And they can head over to daveglaser.com and download a free 7-step guide ebook to building a thriving personal training business. My calendar is available so that you can set up a 30 or 60-minute conversation over the phone, no matter where you're at in the world, in order to learn a little bit more about how we can push each other forward as fitness professionals. And then that second person that wants to get involved with FitLife Champions as a brand ambassador can head on over to FitLifeChampions.com. You are scheduled to book either a 30 or a 60-minute phone consultation with me by using the coupon code GOALS, capital GOALS. And that's normally a $125 value that I invite you guys to take advantage of. Sit down, either in person or on the phone, and then have a conversation about how you can earn extra income by Christmas to quite possibly give your family a cash Christmas this year.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that would bring us to the next, what special offer can you offer them? Well, you just did offer a special offer right there with the brand ambassador option. I know you have affiliate program as well, correct? Or is that just part of the, is that separate as far as the affiliate program you have involved?
Sure, our affiliate program is specific to personal trainers and their referrals.
Okay.
I know that you're an affiliate, Drew, and how this comes into play is when you refer a personal trainer who purchases our online training course to the 8-week mentorship program that helps you build a business, master online training, and eventually open your own studio with simple solutions or systems in your business to help scale it from one client to 1,000.
Wow.
And those affiliates can earn $200 per personal trainer referral.
That's pretty powerful right there. Great opportunity too. When you're messing with joint ventures or affiliate programs, they're definitely very influential and impactful. Will there be anything you would like to add that I didn't cover here in this interview? You like to kind of get on?
Man, we covered a lot of stuff today. A bunch of my favorite topics, and Maru, let's schedule a 30-minute conversation, you and I.
Yes, sir.
And I'll tell you more about how the brand ambassador program works, so that you can spread the word out there about what Fit Life Champions is all about, who we are, and why we're here to serve the Denver community and beyond with online training.
Well, definitely. I'm definitely down with that. Especially getting the word out, what you have available and the programs you have and the services, what you have been doing, and especially being able to sit down with you and kind of, like I said, dissect some of the information you have been presenting here as well as the past, because I have been learning so much from you, even with the videos and the interaction I do have with you per se. And I wanted to let people know, here's an opportunity, brother out here making it happen, and we getting to, just chiming in. But I really appreciate your time. And thank you again. Konsider Group would like to thank you. You Are the Gym would like to thank you. Personally, I like to thank you once again for, just taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know you're super busy, and sitting down with us and kind of giving us some of your insight, But I appreciate you, brother.
You bet. It's been my pleasure, man. I appreciate the candid and the transparency from yourself, and
thank you.
It's been a pleasure to watch you grow over the last 9 or 10 months that we've known each other.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you again, brother.
Absolutely.
So as we conclude, Konsider wants to thank you for your time and support. For more information, tune in to www.konsidergroup.com, Facebook, Konsider Group, Twitter, Konsider Group, Instagram, Konsider Group. It's all how we connect. Networking within a network.